Hello everyone! So today's video is a really exciting video where I get to announce to you guys what the gender is of baby number 2. So this one is crazy. It's so much different than Riley because we found out so much more earlier than we did with Riley. I'm only 10 weeks right now. Riley, we didn't find out until, well, we did an ultrasound at a boutique at 17 weeks where we had family go in there and see everything. And then we didn't find out until the party that we did the weekend after. So we didn't actually find out for another week later because we had our gender reveal party planned the following weekend. So we actually had to wait until, we didn't find out until I was 18 weeks pregnant, which was therefore was like almost halfway through the pregnancy, which is crazy. And that just felt like forever. So now knowing a little bit earlier is just like, wow, like it's just crazy. So we actually opted out of all testing with Riley. We opted out of the carrier test, we opted out of the standard state testing, and also the NIP test. So those are just extra tests that you can do on top of what your doctor already does for you. And we just honestly did not want to even think about anything. We're like, you know what? It's not going to change our mind with anything. We're just going to go with it as we go. But the reason why we opted in for the testing this time was because of the miscarriage and then the trouble conceiving, and then also kind of hearing that my eggs might not be the best. So that made us a little bit more concerned, and we're like, you know what? Let's be a little bit more proactive this time, and let's just do one of the testing. So I opted out of the carrier test because I was like, I only want 2 babies, so there's no point in me finding out if I'm a carrier for anything anymore. And then the standard state testing, I opted out of because it's a little bit more invasive than the NIP testing. And the NIP testing is going to tell you the exact same thing that the standard state testing is going to tell you, but it's going to be even more reliable. So the only bad thing about the NIP is that most insurances do not cover it, so we did pay a little bit extra for it. And that's okay because it just kind of gave us a peace of mind and everything came back normal. So grateful. Like that was like my biggest thing. Like once I like got that email and I read the top part, I was just like, oh, like I could breathe. I mean, we're still not out of the woods yet because we still have our 20-week anatomy scan, which is going to really tell us more about like how everything is growing and how everything is forming. But as of right now, we know that the chromosomal abnormalities of what it tests for are normal and everything so far looks like it's there. So that is good. So that really gives us a peace of mind. And I'm very, very grateful for that. So a plus thing of doing the NIP testing is it also can tell you the gender of the baby. So it's just a blood test. They just take your blood, and actually the baby is shedding cells. So that's how they can see chromosomal abnormalities. That's how they can see the gender. So this test is actually not 100% accurate either. So there is a chance that this could be wrong right now. Joel actually knows someone that this happened to. So they planned out the whole baby shower for it to be a boy. And then the couple found out at their scan, literally just like a day or so before, like that week of, that it was actually going to be a girl. So that is one instance there. I told my doctor this and he was like, wow, for you to actually know that someone like that happened to, that's crazy. He goes, I've only ever seen it happen twice in my whole profession. And he's like, I've been doing this for a really long time and I've had so many patients, but he goes, there is a slight possibility that it could be wrong. So do we know for sure, like 100%? No, but do we have a good idea? Yes. So yeah, I just wanted to say that just so you guys knew a little bit of background of what the NIP testing and all that and like the numbers and all that were. But yeah, so it's just crazy. So with this whole thing of how it happened was we actually had the test done on Monday and they said it's gonna take about a week to get your results. So I was like really bummed because I was like, gosh, I wish I would have known for this weekend because we had Joel's family down here. And I was like, it would just make it great because Joel's also in town. And it just would have been, it would have worked out perfectly. And in my like head, I was like, watch, I'm gonna get the results when they're here and we're just gonna do this on a whim because I already bought the gender reveal stuff prior to everything, so I already received it. I had it just like sitting on the counter. So I knew we were gonna be finding out early. My whole plan was to just do something at my parents' house, and my parents live on a golf course, so I got the golf balls, and Joel and my dad absolutely love golf. So I was like, okay, this will be a great idea. Let's just do this where you hit the golf ball and it does the smoke. So I was just gonna plan that out. But while Joel's family was here, it was like the end of the day. We all just got done eating dinner. I sat down, I looked at my phone because I was honestly checking my phone all throughout the day because I was like, watch, this is gonna happen. And I got the result. So I was like, oh my gosh, we have the results of the gender. Should we do this tonight? Because everyone was here. So what we ended up doing is I called up my sister, I called up my parents, they came over. We had Joel's sister go and like read the results from the email. And she went to the bathroom, she got the golf balls like picked out for which one of the color that it was supposed to be. And so we did that. And so we went just out to a park and we had us all like kind of behind Joel, and Joel swung the golf ball, and I'll show you guys the results now.
Tell us when you're gonna hit it. Watch when I swing.
My pants are so excited. Oh my god! Yay!
Yeah, just like Vance.
Like Vance. The name stops there. Vance is the only boy. You're the only boy too. And it just stops.
Oh Lord.
No. Unless they have another one.
It's a girl! Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe it? Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and get into symptoms and everything and what we thought. So first off, with Riley, I just had a gut feeling with her that it was going to be a girl. I never had a dream or anything. I just had a gut feeling, and I just kind of felt it, you know? And with this one, I actually had a feeling it was going to be a girl from so early on, like earlier on than I did with Riley. And this one was what kind of like got me was the fact that I just had a lot of the same symptoms that I did with Riley. Like I was craving the same stuff, like fruit. I craved fruit like crazy. Just a lot of the same symptoms, the insomnia, the fatigue, like everything was the same. But what also kind of made me feel even more secure on it was with this one, I actually had a dream at 5 weeks that I looked down at my belly and I had a big belly, and I was talking to someone, I don't even know who it was, but I was saying she. And I told Joel the next morning, I was like, I had a dream that it was a girl. And it's funny because like with my doctor, he's very like much on what the mom thinks it's gonna be, it's what it's gonna be. Because he goes, all my years, the mom is usually always right. There are definitely cases of where a mom will have a dream that she's having a girl, but she's actually having a boy. There's all of those other scenarios too, but this is what they say. And I just had that feeling that it was gonna be a girl. And I told that to Joel, and yeah, so we were just like, okay, well, we'll wait and see. So as time went on, I actually hit around 9 weeks, and I honestly got a little bit more to where I started leaning towards boy, because I was like, the one thing that I realized that was different with Riley was my nausea wasn't that bad. I was like, I was nauseous morning to night with Riley. It like never went away. Like what happened to it? This one just comes to me in waves. Like it will hit me hard like a truck, and I will be down feeling nauseous for like 5 minutes to maybe a couple hours, but that's it, and then it goes away. And I've only thrown up once, so it's just like it's been very different experience there. So I was like, oh, this is unique. So maybe that kind of got me thinking that maybe I'm having a boy. And the fact that my hair is growing this time, because my hair did not grow with Riley at all, as you guys know. So I was like, okay, maybe it might be a boy. So I even told Joel just this past week ago, I'm thinking it might be a boy because my nausea is not that bad. And so if you would have asked me again like a week ago, I would have been like, girl. And then this last time I was just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to expect. So yeah, so that was it. So when I said that, my dad was like, it's gotta be a girl. My mom was thinking boy. My sister, of course, was thinking boy, as you guys all saw. Like, my sister thinks every baby's gonna be a boy. So does my mom. My mom's like always wrong too. Joel was like, what he said, he goes, I said girl because I was trying to do reverse psychology in like hopes that it would actually be a boy, because he really wanted a boy. He wanted one of each. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's the only boy in his family, and his dad was the only boy in his family, so it's like kind of like their last name kind of ends, and that's kind of got him. It was the same thing with my dad. I'm like, it's the running joke that I've ended 2 lines, because I'm the youngest in my family, and with my dad, my brother's a half brother, so he has a different dad, But with me and my sister, like my dad was hoping that he was gonna have a boy with me, and he was really sad that he didn't because again, the family name ended there. But that's why me and my sister, we actually hyphenated our names when we got married. So it's actually Mitchell in there. But so with Joel, the Miller name ends as well. So I feel really bad about that, but I'm honestly so excited. The first thing and foremost is that it's healthy. Like that is all I care about. And it's crazy because in the beginning, like you always hear that and you're like, yes, we know, but no, like with everything that we've been through, I am so thankful right now. So far, everything is healthy. Like we're not fully through the woods yet because we still have that 20-week anatomy scan, but all I can do is just keep feeding my body with lots of nutrition and keeping myself just relaxed and calm, stress-free, taking it easy. Also make sure I'm not putting any bad ingredients or chemicals on my skin or being near any. So that's as proactive as I can be with it. So that's what I think. I feel like I'll feel a lot more at ease after the 20-week anatomy scan, but this really lifted a weight off my shoulders already. I have to say, I am so excited that I'm having a little girl. Like, cause my dream was to have 2 little girls like me and my sister were. And we were so close. We loved all the same things. We had the same friends. We went to college together. Like, my sister lives around the corner from me. With Riley, I've always dreamed about giving her a little sister just so she could have the same thing that I had, just because I'm just like, that's what I grew up with. And you kind of like, I feel like a lot of times you want kind of like what you had growing up. And I'm just so happy. I am so happy. So I'm excited. I'm thankful. And with Joel, he is excited and he's so happy that everything is healthy. Like that is, again, the most important thing. Not gonna lie, he is a little bit bummed that it's not a boy. And I think a lot of it is just because that's what he had growing up. And also, I think it's also just kind of wanting to keep the family name going. So I think that's what he's a little bummed about. So he woke up this morning, he's like, I had a dream last night. And I was like, what did you dream about? And he goes, oh, gender reveal. It was a boy. And I'm like, sorry. But you know what? Like, it's funny because like him and my dad now have this, because my dad had 2 girls. So it's just something for them to bond over. And my dad's just kind of like, welcome to the club. He goes, don't worry, it's the best thing ever. Wouldn't change it for the world. Just, you'll be fine. You'll get over it. So we got 2 little girls. I mean, again, like I told Joel anyways, I was like, you know what? You don't fully know until that 20-week anatomy scan, because we've seen it be wrong before, even though it's a very small possibility of it being wrong. We've seen it be wrong before. It's just gonna be a really fun time, and I cannot wait to see Riley be a big sister, to be honest. Like, I have so many people ask me, they're like, how do you think Riley's gonna be as a big sister and stuff? And I tell them, like, I'm honest. I'm like, 1, she's gonna be a really good big helper because she already is a really good helper. So I know she's gonna help a lot there. But she's definitely going to be jealous. I can see it already. She already gets jealous with Ollie Man because he wants to be with me 24/7. She gets jealous with the other cousins when I'm holding them. So I'm trying to do it more so that way she gets used to it. But I definitely can see her getting a little jealous, and I can see her latching on a little bit more to Joel too during the beginning time, just because I know the baby's gonna be with me a lot of the time because of nursing. So I definitely see her kind of latching on to Joel a little bit, but I'm sure as time goes on, as it usually does, it just gets better as time. And the biggest thing is just including her, like making sure, like, you know, hey, why don't you help me grab a diaper? Can you help me grab a wipe? Like, it's all about including them and making them feel a part of it, because you don't want them to think that it's all about the little one and no longer about them. So that's just one thing that we have to be very aware of, and just always include her and make sure, like, you know, hey, just help us out. So yeah, so we'll see how all that goes. That's gonna be a fun one. Wish us luck on that. But yeah, I'm so excited that we were able to announce to you guys, and I'm sorry this video kind of just rambled on, but I wanted to kind of like put everything in one and show you guys the clip. And yeah, so exciting. So I'll keep giving you guys updates of everything with the pregnancy. I've been keeping track of everything with my symptoms and stuff, so those will go up on my vlog channel. Yeah, so if you guys want to follow any of the pregnancy stuff, that will all be on my vlog channel, but you guys all voted to do it on the main channel today. So remember to go subscribe to my vlog channel. It's called Life of Maddie. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.